Hello everybody. I got outside real quick while I had a moment and didn't have a whole lot going on around. I'm going to do this part 2 real quick, show you how I set up this trip up snare. I'm out here in the backyard underneath a pine tree using it as my engine. So give me just a second here. Let me get this camera flipped around and set up and we'll see what we can get started. All right. Start out with, let me get this anchor drove in. There we go. What I do on these, I always use just a simple overhand knot. All thumbs for some odd reason today. There we go. And then after I put that overhand knot in, I put a lock knot on it to keep it from slipping out. Kids are in the pool next door. I'm not going to put a lot of tension on this, but this will be enough to get the point across. There we go. Put my little There we go. If you notice on that, all I've done is just split it. Drive this in. Then when I do my wire, the way I do my snares, and what I like to use, I know a lot of people use brass wire, I like to use stainless steel picture frame wire. I'll take mine and I'll cross them once, go around twice on one side, come back across, go around twice on that side, and then come back to that piece and wrap a couple of times. Usually I've got a multi-tool with me, and then I'll clip that off. And then when that slides, it locks down real good and tight. And then once I get this set up, I'll move this camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. Wrap that there a couple of times. And wrap it here a couple of times. Then I'd snip that excess off. I've already swiped a piece of grass. Oh, come back here. See what I mean about making them a hair trigger? I barely did move that wire and it took off. All right, let me take this out of here. The way I've got that set up, as you can see, find the piece, there we go. I've got that set, and if you can, I'll try to get down here real close so you can see that. If you look right there, that is just barely hooked in there. As you can see, it's all on that one little bitty point. And then over on this side, you can see I've just got that piece of grass around that wire right there. to hold it and keep it from moving. And then that way I've got my other going up to my cedar tree, or pine tree up there. I know I said the other day we don't have a lot of pine trees, and we don't. The only reason this was here is somebody planted it in our backyard. But then this way everything's set up, and get my head out of the way here and see if I can. Just barely had to touch that and set it off. Kind of hard to do this on a cell phone when you got to hold it and you don't have a whole lot of things to help you hold it. So awkward doing it with just one hand. I hope that makes sense now, what I was talking about last night about how I do the trigger stick to make it a little more sensitive, and how I use the blade of grass to hold things in place. That blade of grass is gone. I don't even know where it went to. It just kicked it out altogether. Well, I appreciate you coming back and checking this out. Y'all have a good day. I'll try to get something else up for you here in the next few days.